Hi, I'm Aubrey from Breast Remedy, and welcome back to the Bra Free Challenge. We are here today with Healthy Breast Practice number 2. What do your breast friends need? So, yesterday we told our breasts and our chests that we love them, and we listened to what they had to say when we told them that we love them. And hopefully, you posted some of the responses you got, or maybe you took the time to introduce yourself and tell your breast friend's story on the Facebook group. You can join that at any time. It's a closed group to keep the conversation private and intimate. And it's really helpful to take advantage of this community so that you can exhilarate off of everybody else's energy and all the positive comments and all the great people who are already joining, who already have some experience going bra free. So I really encourage you to take part in that. In the process of putting this challenge together, I hit a major roadblock, and is entirely self-imposed, and I could not get the second video recorded. So even though I have got the topics listed out and the blog posts written and there's marketing happening, I just couldn't get the video recorded, and I couldn't figure out why I was so immobilized about this particular action. So I decided that to possibly help me get out of this rut, that I would go through the Facebook challenges myself so that I would have some more immediate feedback. I've gone through these challenges in the past while I was preparing it, but now I would go through them with fresh eyes and have some new insight to post to the Facebook group. And hopefully this would help get me out of my rut. So the other reason that I just thought it might be a good reason to do this is that I was having some pain and tension around my breastbone and some of my ribs. And so I wanted to show myself some love and support this area and see if it would help me clear what was going on. So I stood in front of the mirror and told my breasts and my chest I love them, and I waited for a response. The response that I got was, "Not so fast. This is too easy." So I was really surprised by that response, and creating this challenge has been far from easy. I've had to do a lot of things and learn a lot of new skills in order to bring this about. How to set up a Facebook group, how to record and edit videos, sending out emails, studying breast massage and lymph drainage, reading articles, critiquing articles to see if they are worthy to bring to my public. And it's been definitely a challenge to keep all of that momentum going while I'm also trying to market all of these things and give massage sessions as well and make a living. So that doesn't even touch on the personal demons that are involved with doing something like this, which is that voice that happens in the head. This is stupid. Nobody's interested. It won't make any difference. Why are you bothering? Just crawl back in your hole. Nobody will like it anyway. So my mind really revolted at this statement, and I used a Byron Katie technique to go back to this. And the question that one of the 4 questions Byron Katie asks is this true? No, it is absolutely not true. This is not too fast, and this is not too easy. So then another question she asks is, what happens when I believe the thought that this is too fast and this is too easy? So for that, I got a flood of pictures through my head, from my body, that had images of like ditch digging and construction workers and police officers and doctors and soldiers, and kept thinking, well, this is not as important as what they do, and I'm not making anywhere near that kind of sacrifice that they're making. And then again, I stopped myself, like, what? Where are all these ideas coming from? Why would I need to make such an extreme sacrifice, and that my value is nothing unless it's an extreme sacrifice, would be one way of asking it. So I used a technique from my teacher, Alea Chickley, who teaches HeartCentered Transformation. And I gave the tension and pain in my sternum a shape and a face. And when I looked at it, the expression that it was making back at me were very sad, defeated eyes. And what they said to me was, "We have to suffer for success." Now I'm really at a loss for how to respond to that. Where is this coming from? How long has this been hiding out in my psyche, and what kind of other disasters is this going to cause or has caused for me in the past? So, again, the technique for heart-centered transformation, I went back to the shape and the tension in my chest and my breast and just said, "Well, what do you need to be okay? What can I do for you to make you feel okay?" And this time the words I heard were friends and support. So at this point, I'm wondering if maybe my breasts are being a little punny with me, because that would so totally be my breast to make support puns in the middle of a bra free challenge. But I did hear friends, and it occurred to me that I had not been interfacing much with my closest circle about this challenge, hadn't really heard from any of them. So I talked to one of my close friends and said, "Hey, have you heard about the challenge? What's going on?" "Oh, I forgot about that." And I was really confused about the Facebook group thing. So I talked to her some about the challenge, helped her get hooked up with the Facebook group, and felt so much better and could immediately feel the tension easing in my chest that, oh, great, one of my breast friends, one of my best breast friends are going to be here in the challenge with me, talking it up. And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to message my friends right now to get them all signed up so that we can all do this together." So I feel great. Now hopefully my breasts feel like they have support, they've relaxed, my chest is more open, I can breathe better. So I know that there's going to be more to unpack from this hidden belief. I have to suffer for success, and I have teachers and mentors to work through that with. But I was able to take the next step by asking my body what it needed and then getting some vitamin H, which is vitamin human. So I went for a friend. I went for a human. Some processes called doing an outreach call for this type of thing. And this leads then to our next healthy breast practice, which is asking your breast friends, what do they need? And so when you're talking to them, you can either stand in front of a mirror, or you can just sit in a quiet place and just have your hands on your chest or your breast and ask them, tell them, "Hey, I love you. What can I do for you? What do you need?" And normally you get pretty simple answers like love, gratitude, rest, exercise, less sugar, less alcohol, more dancing, vitamin D. I mean, all of the above. Maybe a looser bra. Uh, these are just a few examples. And whatever your chest or breasts ask for, just write it down. Let your body know that you're going to do your best to take care of this for it. And if you need to put a pin in it for later, we still have 8 more practices to go, so maybe what your breasts need are going to be taken care of throughout the rest of these challenge practices. And most important, don't judge whatever they ask for. Just accept it for what it is at face value, and definitely don't compare it to my experience. I don't even want to tell you how many thousands of dollars on therapy over the last 10 years practicing these kind of body-centered and body-mind techniques. So I tend to get my answers pretty fast, and they tend to go a little more in depth. And that this is all part of the work that I do for my heart-centered wellness coaching. That's part of my practice. So don't judge, be patient, and just wait for the answers to come. So go ahead, if you're willing, to post what your breasts ask for on the Facebook group. And as a bonus, I'd also suggest that you get yourself some vitamin H and find an accountability partner or a breast buddy that will help you with the challenge and keep you accountable, and just be somebody to have fun with and get feedback from while you're doing these practices. So if you are going to the blog, or in the link below the YouTube video, you'll see that there's links to Alea Chickley and Byron Katie in case you're interested in that material. In case you're interested in that material. And I really want to thank you for being in here and sticking with this. And I will see you in the next Healthy Breast practice.